Hey everyone, for dinner tonight I'm going to try to make a lamb burger stew in the crock pot. I bought this pound of ground lamb at the store the other day, and this is a little fattier than the burger I normally use. It's 80-20. Usually when I get hamburger it's 93-7, so I don't even bother browning that. I just throw it in the crock pot. So I'm going to brown that up, and I'm going to cut that onion up with it, and then I've got 2 cans of mushroom soup. That's going to be my broth, and I got some red potatoes there, 5 or 6 red potatoes, and baby carrots, and then I'm going to cut up a couple stalks of celery. So let me get going on browning up this burger here. Now I've only cooked lamb burger once before, and I just made patties with that, and I can't even remember what I seasoned it with. I know a lot of people use all these herbs and things with lamb, but I'm just going to use what I have. I'm just going to use some garlic salt, and some onion powder. We'll just try that and see how it turns out. I've never cooked lamb in the crock pot like this before either, but you know, that's the way I do things. I just like to try different stuff and see how it turns out. Alright, I'm just going to let this finish browning, and then I'm going to put it in the colander and drain the fat out so it won't be so fatty. Then we'll get the rest of the ingredients ready and get them in the crock pot and turn it on, and we'll be ready to go. There's actually quite a bit of fat cooking out of that lamb, so I'm glad that I pre-cooked it. I don't know if you guys can see it on there or not, but it would have been pretty greasy if I just threw it in the crock pot and didn't brown it first. So I try to keep things heart healthy and Weight Watchers friendly here. Okay, everything's prepped, so let's get it in the crock pot and get her going here. I already put 2 cans of mushroom soup in there and 2 cans of water, but it looks like I'll probably need a little more liquid than that, so I'm going to put a 3rd can of water, and then since it's kind of might be watered down a little bit, I'm going to put one of these chicken bouillon cubes in there. They come wrapped in foil like that. Alright, that'll dissolve. Okay. 3 stalks of celery that I cut up. 1 bag of baby carrots. Those are always nice because you don't have to do any cutting there. Since I have thoracic outlet syndrome, I try to limit the amount of cutting and chopping I do. That's my 5 or 6 red potatoes there. Alright. What else? Okay, here's my ground lamb that I browned with the onions. That's how much fat drained out of there, so that's pretty good. Just that much less fat I'll be eating. Okay, that lamb smells pretty good actually. Okay, and last thing is, that's about, I guess about 2 or 3 cups of mixed vegetables. I didn't measure them out, but it's about what that is. Right. Now, I may have to season this a little more after it's cooked for a while, but for now we're just going to get the lid on there and let it cook. I'm putting it on high, so I don't know what that'll take. 5-6 hours maybe. What did I do with the lid? Oh, okay. Here we go. Alright, bring you guys back later on. Okay, so my stew's been cooking for about 5.5 hours now on high, and I just shut it off. I did open the lid a couple of times and stir it, and the only other seasonings I added to it were a little bit more onion powder and a little bit more garlic salt. So let's open it up, show you guys how that looks. It smells really good, and you know, you can smell that lamb flavor. The lamb definitely has a different smell than the than beef does. But I think by using this burger and draining it that way, it's a lot less greasier and fatty than if you were to make like stew and use stew meat. So I put a little bit in a bowl here, and yeah, I have to put a little bit of pepper. I never cook with pepper because my wife doesn't like it, so I always have to add that at the end. But let's taste this and see how it is. That has a nice flavor. I mean, it's definitely different than beef or hamburger would be. Yeah, I like that. I think that's really good. Like I said, that's the first time I've ever tried cooking any type of lamb in the crock pot, but I like the way that tastes. I think that recipe is a keeper. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll talk to you next time.